public health journey. National Family Health Survey also highlights significant improvements in the maternal and child healthcare services across the country. India has recorded notable progress in health, immunization, nutrition, and financial protection. National Family Health Survey was done with a sample of covering nearly 679,000 households and over 700,000 women nationwide. So you can just think about how big volume was taken into consideration for this survey. So it was widely covered across India, because India is almost like a territory. So it is a so it was widely covered with the large covering the large segment of the targeted group, especially women and households also. So what was the findings? So first findings on the India has achieved nearly universal electrification and major gains in basic amenities. So with overall electricity coverage reaching 98.3% from earlier 67.9% in 2005 and 6. So you could just imagine that we have almost hit the 100%, like 98.3% electricity coverage, which was also finding in the National Family Health Survey. We will also circulate this one-page data statistics to all of you also, because I know that it would be very difficult to remember all statistics. And in urban electricity coverage, which has reached to 99.5%. So only 0.5% people, they are not having access, otherwise 100% electricity access in the urban areas. Rural electrification also increased from 55.7% to 97.8%. And health insurance coverage also rising sharply to 60.2%. So it is a very impressive figure. Access to improved drinking water, that is also very, very essential, because in basic amenities, if we consider, so what is basic amenities? Safe drinking water, having a 24/7 electricity access, and then you have access to the good health care. So access to improved drinking water has become also nearly universal, increased from 87.6% in 2005-6. Now it is 96.5%. So it means that every household in India, they have a safe drinking water access. Reflecting the paradigm shift in service delivery under the Jal Jeevan Mission and the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. So let me tell you that how this target was achieved, because Government of India launched two flagship initiative. One is called Jal Jeevan Mission. In English, we can say that drinking water life mission, and then it is the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, which is called Amrit. Just to have the deep penetration to the every household with the safe tap drinking water. So that is the result, where now we are getting 96.5% of people, they have access to the safe drinking water. Now we talk about women's empowerment, which has also significantly strengthened, with 89% of women participating in household decisions. 89% owing to the using bank account also. So look at 89% women, now they are having access to bank accounts. So it means that is a larger segment of the society also of financially inclusion. 63.6% owing mobile phones, and internet usage among women is around 65%. So I think that is a very, very remarkable, because women also are having access to bank account. So they are also in the financial inclusion. Then they are having the internet connected mobile phones, and that also helps them to use the internet-related financial services. Now it is more important, maternal and child healthcare. That is a very, very important indicator. So with Institute 0.6%. So earlier, I know that in Malawi, generally delivery takes place at home with the help of a midwife, if I am not wrong. Correct? Because it is not necessary that every woman approach to the nearby healthcare center for delivering the baby. So in India also we used to have like this system. But now the institutional deliveries reached at 90.6%. So only almost 9.4% deliveries are taking place at home with the guidance of a midwife or something. But 90% deliveries are taking place in hospital or in some sort of a healthcare center. So that is very important. Skilled birth attendance at 91.3% and full immunization coverage rising to 87.1%. Immunization. Any vaccine received by children aged 12 to 23 months remain consistently high above 96%. So if we talk about the vaccination in children, age group 12 to 23, it is 96%. More than 95% children received most vaccination through public health facilities as a preferred choice, and 95.9% of pregnant women received any antenatal care, ANC also. So this is a very good progress on social and social sides. And then another is also with spousal violence among ever married women declining from 37% to 22.3%. Earlier, because India also is in a developing state, so that we also earlier had so many like domestic violence, we can say that, in family, especially spousal. So earlier it was like 37%, now it has decreased to 22.3%, given the internet and internet penetration, and secondly the education. Because now every household, I think, is 2 members or 3 members, whatever, they are educated. So that also played a very big role. Financial inclusion, which I have talked, has expanded rapidly through Jan Dhan accounts. Jan Dhan accounts means zero minimum balance. So in India, we have a social security system. Social security system, the people who are below the poverty line, so they are entitled to receive the government subsidy or financial as a financial assistance. So earlier it was handled through the cash provided by the village government official come to the home, and he or she gives them. That has been stopped, and so government has opened the Jan Dhan account. It is a zero minimum balance, so that a bank should not charge any maintaining the account, maintenance cost. So that account were opened, and we call the direct beneficiary transfer. So if you are entitled for the government subsidy or government financial support, so you will directly get financial assistance in your bank account. So there is a no cash transaction. So it is 100% directly government to directly beneficiary. So there is a no leakage in between. Percentage of men and women married before legal age declined by more than half over 2 decades. So again, here also education plays a very important role. Earlier in India we had a child marriage also, so now it is declined almost half in last 2 decades. So now people are more aware. So once they are legal marriage age, then only they get marriage. Institutional deliveries have increased, which I have mentioned, 78.9% to 90.6% over the last decade. Birth, I have mentioned, attended by skilled health personnel has doubled in 2 decades, increased from 46.6% to 91.3%. This is attributable to our focus on developing a strong foundation of comprehensive primary healthcare network. So, Government of India put a lot of efforts, especially in putting a massive investments in strengthening the primary healthcare network. So, because I think it was also biggest lessons also learned during the COVID period also. Because when COVID struck that time, many people they did not have, because it was a social distancing norms were highly imposed. So that government also put a lot of investment to have every village or nearby town primary healthcare center with the equipment and with the manpower and some other devices also. Our network of over 1.03 million ASA healthcare workers also. So government, of course, they have not only opened the primary healthcare centers in the villages, but they have engaged 1.03 million new healthcare workers just to manage and to provide support in the primary healthcare sector to the doctor and to the assistant doctor, compounder, which we call in compounder in India. Operationalization of these 187,000 has brought primary care directly to the community's doorstep, reducing geographical barriers. So now what is happening in India, now it is other way around. When I was a child, that time we have to approach to the primary healthcare center for a vaccination or if we need. But now in the other way around, the local, healthcare worker, they come to your door. They inquire about the child, whether the child was given vaccinated or not. And they maintain the report card also, vaccination card. So the healthcare worker knows that, okay, your child has a next vaccination is due. So rather than parents are more becoming, aware, now it is a healthcare worker's duty to knock your door and to come to your house that, okay, your child has a vaccination due on so and so date. So please do not forget to bring her or him. So if they do not show up on the particular day, then after some 1 or 2 days, then healthcare worker come to your home and then so that I think has done very remarkably in last 1.5 decades. Similarly, more than 467 million telemedicine, teleconsultations have been also recorded. So India, as I have said, that it is a big country. It is stretched 3,000. So it is a very long and big country. So sometimes in a remote area, of course, there would be sometimes if something a special consultation is needed, then all primary healthcare centers are connected with the teleconsultation, which we call eSanjeevani. So they can just connect with the specialized doctor who is sitting in a district or who is sitting in some divisional headquarters to get the consultation. So it has done 467 million consultations. The gains in maternal health are also recorded. The maternal mortality ratio has declined from 254 per 100,000 live births in 2004-06. Now it is 87. So you can look at that. Earlier, when in 2 decades back, the maternal mortality rate was 254 per 100,000 live birth. Now it has reduced to 87 because again the result is due to the institutional deliveries, where almost 90% women are delivering babies in the proper hospital. So the maternal mortality rate has drastically came down. The United Nations FPA also recognized India's this progress and honored India's leadership in maternal health and family planning in October 2024. So UN body also was very much impressed for this progress that which India has made in last 1.5 decades or 2 decades, especially on this front. Full immunization coverage rose from 77.9% to 87.1%. So you can look at that 87.1%, the full immunization has been done in India. Now it is being done. Vaccinations received at public health facilities increased from 90.7% to 95.6%, reflecting community trust in the public health system. So the quite success story of immunization in India is driven by a combination of key strategic intervention. A total of 12 phases we have launched it is called Mission Indradhanush, Mission Rainbow. Rainbow mission government of India has launched in December 2014, 12 years back, with more than 54.6 million children and 13.2 million pregnant women vaccinated in all the phases. So because it was Rainbow mission was launched, so that it was in 12 phases. So different phases. So every phase almost like a very massive figure, 54.6 million children and 13.2 million pregnant women were vaccinated. The active community mobilization by over 1.03 million accredited social healthcare activists, which we call ASA, that I have mentioned that, so that we have recruited a 1.03 million care activists. So they are working on the grassroots. So ASA will come to your doorstep and ASA will maintain the register also. In my village, how many children were born, how many children are getting the regular vaccination, immunization, or how many ladies are presently pregnant, which they need a special attention. So it is ASA's duty. So you can look at, so we have deployed 1.03 million ASA healthcare workers, because they are providing the full hand holding to the women, especially all ASA are women, no men. So because they have to work with a woman and child, so it is always better to have a woman, because women can understand better the woman's problem. So that is why 1.03 million ASA we have recruited, and they are working on a grassroots level. And by the way, it is also all online, digital. So ASA has been given a what is called tablet. So once she also put it everything on the record on the tablet. So you can monitor the child's immunization wherever you are sitting in the capital or where. So it is a completely online. India was also certified polio free in March 2014. So there is a no polio case. It was completely declared a polio free nation. Infant mortality rate at national level has declined from 39 per 1,000. So earlier we had a 39 per 1,000 live births, the infant per 1,000. So it is also working very well and making a progress. Child nutrition also have improved a lot and substantially in a couple of years. National mortality rate has decreased from 26 per 1,000 live births to 2000 in 2014 to 18 per 1,000 live births in 2024. Yes. So these gains are driven by convergent efforts across ministries through flagship initiative. So the malnutrition problem in especially infant and child, which has improved a lot in last couple of years, and almost we can say in 1.5 decades to 2 decades, due to the two main initiatives. One is the Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan means that the one ASA healthcare worker also, she goes to the households where woman is pregnant or baby child is there. So she also provides some nutritious food to also the family household. And then we have also launched the midday meal scheme in the school. It is all schools are mandated to provide a midday meal in the school. And then there is again also nutrients in the meal also is regularly checked by the food inspector, that whether you are giving a nutritious food to the children during the midday meal in the school or not, because there is a certain, like, okay, children should be given eggs, children should be given milk, so it is a completely defined complete diet. So that also improved a lot in problem. Women's empowerment, that is a very important, I think is a Malawi has been facing a big problem, especially in having the access to the sanitary pad, which we call hygienic menstrual protection. So it is a, I frequently read in the newspaper that it is called period poverty. Yes. So, but in India also hygienic menstrual protection use reached approximately 90% in urban areas and 75% in rural areas. So supported by initiatives such as the menstrual hygiene schemes, the affordable sanitary products under the Pradhan Mantri Bharti Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. So we have launched a one scheme under this Pradhan Mantri Bharti Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Under that, girls, teenager girls and women are entitled to have the affordable sanitary pads also. So which is a very, very affordable rate, just it is on a nominal price. So that we have made it, so that has improved in women's safety and hygiene also. So what is the overall assessment of this National Family Health Survey? So National Family Health Survey presents evidence of substantial improvements in living standards, certainly. Healthcare access, which I have mentioned, that 1.03 million new healthcare workers, and the opening of many primary healthcare centers. So healthcare access has become a very easy, just on to your next door. Maternal and child health also improved a lot. Financial inclusion, more importantly. So now women are holding a bank account, so that government's financial support comes to the women's account. So women need not to look at or look up to her husband for just meeting her personal, like suppose buying a sanitary pad, just a small example. So she needs not to just ask her husband that, okay, I need money to buy my menstrual hygiene. Because if your disposable income grows, or if your purchasing power grows, then generally we often go out for dining and just going to fast food, junk food, that where you are leading to these kind of new in non-communicable diseases like diabetes, cancer, heart diseases. So this is almost like a changing lifestyle. Because if you have a money, then your lifestyle becomes has an impact. So that government has recognized that these kind of diseases are growing, and which has to be tackled. These efforts are further strengthened by the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. So in India we have one major scheme. Of course, some people they have a money to have a health insurance from the private players. But not all people can afford the premium of the private, healthcare companies' premium. So then Government of India has launched, it is Ayushman Yojana. So that is the world's largest government-funded health insurance scheme. So just I am giving you one example. In my state, if somebody falls sick, so then the person has been given a card. So Ayushman Bharat card. So person has directly go to approach to the nearest, like even private hospital, government hospital, irrespective. And then he can tell that, oh, this is my card, I have some problem in my kidney. So then person get admitted, and person will get the cashless, like till 500,000 rupees treatment. So 500 means we can say 500 to $6,000. So it is 5,000 to $6,000 treatment. It is a cashless free. So he can go upfront and just to show the card, and he or she can get admitted, and then hospital will not ask any bill till it is a ceiling. Then if there is a very serious issue, then of course there is a mechanism. Then doctor will say that okay, you need some better serious operations that would have a bigger cost. Then he will put it in the system. Then government will just approve it. But he or she will just get the cashless completely medical treatment. So that is a very, very remarkable. So it is completely funded by Government of India. So overall the findings reaffirms India's steady progress toward achieving the universal health coverage and the sustainable development goals, SDGs. So this was the one of the topic which I wanted to highlight all of you, that because of course India has the largest population in the world. We have 1.45 billion people, but still we are making a very good progress in all sectors. So that is the result, and statistics are speaking itself, that we have made a progress just on these social issues like healthcare, drinking water, electricity access, and then other high access to the hygiene products by women also. So that I think is, so we will just give you this paper to you so that you can just have this one also. Now I just want to brief you the activities which mission are planning to organize in next 2 months, we can say at July and August. So first it is just immediately, because now we are last week of June. So it is a good news that we are having a 10-member cultural troupe from Rajasthan, from India. So they are coming to Zambia and Malawi. So we always believe that cultural cooperation is always very, very strong, and it helps to further strengthen. So the cultural troupe would be arriving in Malawi on 30th June, and they would be here for 5 days till 4th July. So they would be performing in Lilongwe, in Riverside Hotel, and one in the Indian Country Club, and then they would be performing in Blantyre also. So this is a part of our cultural outreach and showcase our culture to our Malawian friends. And I want to mention you that when President of India visited Malawi in October 2024, that time we have signed a cultural exchange program. Cultural troupe is a part of that signed MOU in cultural exchange. And on the other side, I want to mention to you that we have sent a 17 members cultural troupe, including 4 artisans from Malawi to India in January and February. So the 13-member Gulle Vamkulu dance troupe and 4 artisans, they were in India from 30th January to 16th February. So now it is our troupe is coming from to perform and to showcase India's vibrant culture. So all of you are cordially invited in the Riverside Hotel on the 1st of July. What time? 6 p.m. So please just, if you have a time, so please just witness this cultural performance on 1st July in Riverside Hotel. And this dance troupe is a Kalbelia dance. So let me just tell you that what is all Kalbelia dance. Kalbelia is they are performing a traditional dance. It is called a snake charmer dance. So it is a very elegant dance, and by the way, it has also been listed in a UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage for humanity also. So this is a very important dance form. I hope that you would certainly enjoy that dance performance on 1st July, but please do not miss this opportunity on 1st July at 6 p.m. and the people, they would be there to help you. So please just join us. Now second is ICCR scholarship. So I think if you are following our High Commission's social media page, the day before yesterday, yes, on 23 June, we organized in the same hall the orientation program for the 30 bright students. They were selected from Malawi to pursue their higher studies in India from this academic year 2026. Be there for 3 years, 4 years. Some they are going just 30 students. So breakup is like that. 8 people are going degrees, and 19 people they are going for postgraduate, and 3 people are going to pursue their PhD degrees. So 30 students got selected, and we organized their orientation program on the day before yesterday on 23 June, and we wished them all the best for their new journey in India. So that scholarship also, it is fully funded by Government of India till they complete their study. And by the way, I want to mention here that this scholarship is a very, very prestigious, because it is called ICCR scholarship. So your former president and the third president, Mr. Bingu Mutharika, he was also one of the beneficiary of this ICCR scholarship in the 1960s. And then your current foreign minister, Mr. Dr. George Chaponda, he also is a ICCR alumni. He also studied in Delhi University in 1963 to 1968. And so this scholarship is a very, very important. You can look at the two at least very prominent figures. They were also once upon a time the beneficiary of this scholarship. So I am very glad that we were able to increase ICCR slots from 20 to 30. So till last ICCR scholarship we were providing 20. So but given our excellent relationship, and here it is a very big demand for scholarship, so I tried my best to convince Delhi to increase 20 to 30. So now I am very happy that 10 more students are going from Malawi. So this the scholarship they are going. And another is also this is the another program that is running. It is called ITEC program, and it's for civilian. So under that civilian, Government of India every year provides 150 ITEC training slots. So ITEC generally this training is for a working professional people, whether they are working in a private sector or whether they are working in a government sector or semi-government sector. So even it can apply to you also. So it is generally it is a capacity building course. So it is a generally 2 weeks to 4 weeks training. It is again fully funded by Government of India, airfare, etc., pickup, drop, airport, full boarding, lodging, everything is taken care by Government of India. So this every year we provide 150 ITEC slots in various training institutions. Mention that many Malawi Police Service people, many people from the UNIMA, from Mujiju University, and other private sectors also, MCCI, Malawi Chamber of Commerce and Industry, MITC, they have availed this facility also, even from media also some people, because they have a different courses. They have some cyber security, they have forensic science, they have accounting, they have a financing, they have a mass media where you can just fit in journalism. So 150 ITEC every year we provide. So last year we provided 150, but so 30 slots got left. So but I wish that 30 more people could go. So this year I have my team has been making a very sincere efforts to just utilize this whole 150 ITEC slots. So this is my target this year. Just put this word in your friend circle that such a sort training course is available in India, and it is a zero cost on your side. So I think there is no reason not to avail this kind of facility. So Mr. Blessing is just sitting on the second row. He is the ITech in charge. So when you are going out, then you can take his number, and Blessing, you can get in touch with them. If somebody you are interested, please just try to avail this facility, and he will share the whole courses available under that ITech. So we have a whole 1 year schedule in different institutions, so that you can just go through the brochure and you can pick up which course is closer to your field. Then you can just make an online application form and you can get in touch with him. Then certainly we can just send you also. So that I think you should utilize. This was the ITech civilian. We have a ITech defense personnel. So that is a separate. So now under that ITech defense personnel, this year we offered 38 slots. So these slots are for the Malawi Defense Forces. So they also go to the Indian Air Force Training Center, Indian Navy military school or army schools. So they also go from Malawi to India for this again fully funded training slots. So far since 2018, let me tell you that around 100 Malawi defense personnel, MDA personnel got training in India. Of course, the number was bigger because again, caveat is here that because slots we offered, it is not always utilized 100%. That is the big problem here. So what I have said that 150 was offered, but only 120 utilized, so 30 got left. So same thing also like in defense also 38. So I hope that this year they would be able to utilize 38. But sometimes we reach a nomination very late. By that time course already has started in India. So generally course are for only like short duration like 2 weeks to 4 weeks or 6 weeks. So they are not allowing somebody to join in the mid of this course because whole purpose gets defeated. So this, but we are trying this best to get this slot utilized, 38 in defense also. And ITech since 2015, I want to mention that we have offered since 2015 1700 ITech slots. But out of 1700, 1000, almost around 1000 was utilized. So you can look at the 700 slots got left. So ideally 700 more people could go from Malawi to India for these kind of training program. So whenever you have an opportunity, please just speak to your friends or give some visibility in your respective newspaper or some channel that these slots are available. Now still we are having just only because we have a financial year wise. 1st April we have started. So first quarter has finished. Now 1st April, May or June. But left. So let us just have a more and more application and let us utilize this opportunity. So my idea is that once we would be utilize this fully 100% slots, my idea is that I want to increase it. Yes. So that is my idea, so that I can make a case, okay, utilized 150 slots in ITech civilian and 38 in defense. Let's increase to 150 to 180. Why not? So at least more and more people can go, and from 38 to 50. Why not? So gradual, like incremental, growth. So that is my plan. So I need your attention on this. So please just seriously look at the brochure which would be shared by Mr. Blessing. And you can also just go, or your friend can go also just avail this facility. Then third event which I want to mention that we are planning to organize a sports day, because we always believe that it is a very important role in bridging the cultural connect or having the team spirit or friendship and to promote a healthy lifestyle. So now we are engaging with the community to have a sports day on 12th of July in Indian Country Club. And I want to mention that on last Saturday, we also organized a friendly football match between High Commission and the local community level. So there were 3-4 players from Malawi. So anyway, it was a friendly match. We lost it, but due to Malawian friends, because they played very well. So I thought that better now it is FIFA is going. So why we should not have a like a, friendly football match? So but it was a very good match, and we thoroughly enjoyed. So again that was one small event, but now we are organizing the whole one-day sports event, having the more games like badminton, having the volleyball, and having the tug of war, having the cricket. So it is like a 5-6 games. So it is a full day program. It would be in Indian Country Club, and so you are also cordially invited. If you have a time, please just be a part of this sports event. Then we have a Indian food. Important because since we are organizing sports day, why not food? Because India is known for a variety of culinary and heritage and foods also. So we are organizing Indian Food Festival on 25th July in Riverside Hotel. So that where you can also witness the India's diversity, in the food. Because as I have mentioned that India is a very big country, so we have so many languages, we have so many dresses also, we have so many ethnicity, we have so many religion, but we have also so many culinary and cuisines also. So that you can see, suppose what I eat, like from North India, he has a different. So like North India has a different cuisines, South India has a different, West and East also. So that you can witness this authentic Indian dishes, representing different regions of India. So we want to give the flavor culinary practice to our visitors on food festival in Riverside Hotel on 25th July. So you can also just tell your friends and family members also. They are also most welcome to join and to witness this food festival on 25th July. Then we are having our National Day. So of course you are also having your National Day, Independence Day, which is approaching on 6th July. So I take this opportunity to wish you all here present a very happy Independence Day of Malawi. And may God bless Malawi also with a lot of prosperity and lot of also good health to people of friendly people of Malawi. So we also are having our Independence Day, which falls on 15th August. So again, we were also British colony. You were also British colony. You also attained the independence from the British, and we also. So our Independence Day is falling on 15th August. That would be our 88th Independence Day. So this time we are also celebrating our Independence Day in a little bit bigger way. So we would be having a ceremonial national Indian flag also hosting ceremony where we would be inviting Malawi government of Malawi's representatives, diplomatic corps, business leaders, academia, media representatives also. So this we would be having in our High Commission on 15th August morning. And we are also showcasing India's vibrant culture also. So for that, India is known as the, unity in diversity. So we would be also displaying some cultural performance also on the Independence Day. So these are the activities which we are planning in July and August. Generally, July and August are considered lean months, but for us, these are not a very lean months, but we are also having a, full of activities the next 2 months. So this is the things which I wanted to mention to you all of you. But again, I want to thank each one, all of you for just making the time out from your busy schedule to make this happen, to attend this our press conference. And High Commission always values your cooperation and values your friendship also. So we always stand ready to help in whatever possible way to you and to serve the interest of the people of India and people of Malawi also. So once again, thank you very much, and Jikomo Kambiri. Yes. So if you have any question, query, just floor is open. So if someone has a query, please just feel free to ask. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for this beautiful brief. I admire where India is at the moment. Look at the growth rate. I have a few questions. One, what procedures do you use to select those who benefit from their variable scholarship programs? Number two, how can people who are not here register to enjoy the entertainment prepared on the 1st of July in Lilongwe? Three, what are the reasons that make the scholarship slots not utilized? How do you publicize these opportunities? As I understand, there must be many people who might be looking for these opportunities. And lastly, the food festival coming on the 25th of July at Riverside Hotel. Is it free entry for anyone? Thank you so much. I'm Father David Nwagaba, Director Lunta TV. By the way, it's live on television. Okay. Thank you.
So thank you very much. So with regard to your first query, the scholarships selection. So I want to tell you that which we have selected. We have received around 730 applications against the 30 scholarship slots. So it was a very tough and rigorous competition. So it was purely based on the merit. So whoever just, because some students, they got admission in a waiting line also. Suppose if person denies above to you, then you may get the opportunity. But here there was no case that if somebody gets an opportunity and he or she can deny. So that it was completely done purely on the merit basis. He was in the jury. I told him that it should be purely on the merit basis. So it was done in a very professional and very transparent manner, and we are very happy that 30 people, which I have told that they are the brightest cream of the cream people, they are going to India. So this, the one thing. Then entertainment on July 1st, certainly it is open for all, and it is completely free of cost, no ticket, etc. So we have made completely free, and we are also publicizing through our social media, High Commission social media sites also, because our idea is we want to have more and more people. So this is the idea. So it is always better we have more people to just witness this cultural performance or entertainment on July 1st. So that is why just I requested you that you can also just spread this word among your friends or through your channel to attract more and more people. We would appreciate it. Then third is why the ITEC slots were not utilized. Because that I have also asked this question to my colleague also when I joined last year in August. So that time I was told that because there was one reason also last year because slots were not utilized, which we were just given understanding because it was a election. 3 months it was a election period in Malawi. So like August or September or mid-July also you could say like that. So many people, professional people, like in a government sector, I am talking about government sector. Of course, private sector people could go, but at least government sectors, many people, they did not go to India because of this 2.5 months like election period. That was the reason I was given. But another one also, which we have raised this matter with the Human Resource Development, HR department in Foreign Ministry. Sometimes we get an application very late from the Foreign Ministry and the other what is called HR department from other ministry. So sometime delay happens. So that by that time we receive the application, by that time course already started. So that what I have said that because there is no provision that if somebody can join in the midst of the courses, because since these courses are very short or medium term courses, like some courses are 2 weeks duration, some courses are 4 weeks, or maximum some courses are 6 weeks. But in 6 weeks it may happen if somebody misses 1 week, then it is fine. But if there is a 2 weeks course, if somebody misses 1 week, then there is no point to just attend the last week, 1 week. So this is the also. But now this year I think we are on very well track, and this time we are getting more and more applications. In fact, today I have signed almost 12 applications. So this year I am very confident that we would be able to reach that magic figure, 150. So I think that's 3 questions. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Anyone? Yes. Patrick. Yes.
Hi, Commissioner. Thank you very much for that comprehensive report that you've given us. 3 things that you've tackled on universal health care.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'll start over. 3 points that you've tackled on universal health care,
Yes.
social protection.
Yes.
What was the other one? Maternal. Maternal still falls under
Yes.
universal, but let me check on Manos. Yes, and what do these mean? What have they meant for India, and what can Malawi learn from that? I ask this because our economy has been struggling, but the Malawi Economic Monitor reports that World Bank has been releasing says despite the fact that our economy is not doing well, the one thing that has seemed to work in Malawi has been the social protection. And the unfortunate case for Malawi, of course things have changed now, was that it was 90% covered by donors, but government is taking it up right now. My question is, what does having a universal coverage, what does it mean for a country? What does it mean to have about 98% electricity coverage?
Correct.
What does it mean, and what is the end game? Thank you.
So thank you very much, Patrick. It is a very pertinent question which you have asked that, because as I have mentioned that also, because India also got independence in 1947. You got independence in 1964. So almost 17 years after. Okay. And we had the similar past also, because India was also a British colony and Malawi was also British colony. So we also share the common past also. So what India has done, because India has taken a major stride, especially initially in this social security related sectors, now which we have talked about this infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate, having the access to electricity. So these are called basic things. So if you can fix your basic things very well, then rest other things would fall in place automatically. So what are the basic things? One, good infrastructure, better roads, then good electricity access, then you have access to the healthcare sector, then access to the safe drinking water. Then of course you have your house also, like a proper pakka house, like where you can have the so this kind. So government has paid much attention, and the government made a very big investments in these sectors also, because these sectors were not lucrative for the private business people. Private business people just they only make the investment wherever they think that they can get a profit, they can make a profit. So making a road for business people, it hardly matters. Making an investment in having a school, college, like hospital. Maybe some business people can build a hospital, but not in a rural area. They can make a hospital in big cities where they can just get the affluent people who can just afford the expensive medical treatment. But who will take care about the rural people? Because generally, majority of populations are living in the rural areas. Here also in Malawi, how many people are living in like 4 major cities? Very few people. Majority of population are living in a rural area. So India is also the similar. So our majority of populations, they are living in a rural area. So it is a government's duty, being a welfare state, to pay attention to these kind of issues. So that is why government made a very big investment. What I have said, that 1.03 million healthcare, only women healthcare workers were recruited and deployed. And they were given like a tablet. They just approach each household to just ask that, okay, whether anyone is in a family way, or anyone you have a small child or infant, whether he or she needs a vaccine. So look at this. So it was a big investment from government. Then electrification, certainly, because of course now we have reached almost 98%. So, but thanks to the renewable energy also, by the way, now we are living in a different time. Earlier only the conventional source of energies were there, like only hydropower, electricity, or coal-based thermal electricity. But now, good thing that we have now renewable energy. So now you can also give them a solar, plates with the electricity also. That also government also launched a one scheme. It is called Pradhan Mantri Solar Power Kusum Yojana. So under that, we are targeting around 100 million people in next 2 to 3 years. Even if they are having this regular electricity, but we want that better. They should also have the solar panel electricity also. So that is a more, you're reliable and it is better. So where you need not to pay the every month electricity bill. Because of course people have electricity, but sometimes people, they do not have money to pay the electricity bill. And so it is a big burden on the electricity supply company, like here in ESCOM. I read many times in the newspaper that ESCOM has a huge due, like amounts on the consumers, where they are not able to get the electricity payment bill. So the same thing also in India. So that government thought that why not we should have a renewable energy. So it is a one-time subsidy should be given by government of India to 100 million households in a first pilot project. So they can themselves like fully independent. So they need not to pay every month the electricity bill. So this electricity also we have made a very special effort. Then again we have mentioned the drinking water, because it is a basic thing. Because if you look at, many diseases are born from water disease, like cholera, like some diphtheria, or like what is called diarrhea, correct, typhoid. So many waterborne diseases, if you are not having access to the safe drinking water. If you have a safe access to safe drinking water, then you will not have this kind of diseases. So that is why government made two very important missions. One is called Jal Jeevan Mission and one is called Amrit. So under these two missions, government of India provided every household to the safe drinking water, tap water, so that only person has to go to maybe like 10 meters, 50 meters. Sometimes it is in a cluster. Okay, if there are 10 households, then there was one tap water government has fixed, so the 10 households can go. If somebody is a little bit really want to have a exclusive drinking water connection, they can also have, but for them it is a payment basis, because person has to make the bill. But if like even cluster, then you need not to pay the water bill. So person can go in a within range like 10, 50 meters, 20 meters, they can go and they can fetch the safe drinking water. So that also government made efforts under these two missions. And healthcare, which I have already spoken, the government has opened a primary healthcare center in almost every village. Even if just I am giving you example of my village. My village have only 100 households. 100 and the population would be around 250 or 300 people. Okay, in my village. But still we have a primary healthcare center. There are 3 people. One is a doctor, one is a nurse, and one is the newly recruited the ASA, healthcare worker. So even if you can look at that, even at 250 or 300 people, it is a very small, tiny village. But you know, like a primary healthcare center, one doctor full time, one nurse full time, and one ASA healthcare is also full time. Then there is a pharmacy also within the healthcare center. So if somebody feels sick, person can just approach to the doctor even night time also. So doctor will check up, and then a person would be given a free medicines from the pharmacy. So then because it gives them a lot of comfort to the people. So that is why, you know, healthcare, we have made a very good progress. Earlier people has to think twice and thrice to go to town to like 50 kilometers, like 30, 40 kilometers. Then if somebody has a little bit fever, then person thought twice whether I need to go or I should wait, fever will automatically go. You know, this is kind of mentality. But now, just if somebody has a little fever, okay, because there is no money involved, person just walk in, even to the night time, 10 o'clock, midnight, to doctor, knock the doctor's door, okay, I feel just some fever. Doctor check, and okay, he can give a paracetamol or like antibiotics, whatever. So then, okay, it is okay. So that kind of situation has improved a lot in, 1.5 to 2 decades. So that is why just we are performing very well in the SDGs. All are like, our goal in sustainable development goals. So again, like child health, also immunization. So that also, this is the concern of the ASA healthcare, not the parents. So it has become completely reverse. Parents have become a little bit lethargy. So they thought that, okay, it is not my duty. But ASA, she has been maintaining your record. So she comes to your door, she knocks that, okay, no, your child's immunization or vaccination is due, you have to take it. So that has made a lot of, big change in the, what is called in last couple of years. Then we have launched the Mission Rainbow, Mission Indradhanush, especially for the immunization and vaccination for the pregnant woman and child. And 12 phases so far, which were successfully completed. So every year government just have a one phase. So like since 2014, which we are talking about, so it was launched in December 2014. So now we are in 2026. So 12 phases were already launched successfully. So now every year government makes an effort. So for Malawi also, I think it's, you are also having many problems also. But I think that problem can be also dealt, with a focused strategy. Because first, I think government should make some investment, of course. As I have said, that private player will not come when they will not find any, what is called profit-making business. They will come, but later stage. Once disposable income will grow, middle class will grow, then they will come, but not at this juncture. So at this juncture, government has to make efforts in this social sectors. So that I think it is a doable. I think which if we have done with the 1.45 billion people, then there is no reason that Malawi cannot do. Malawi has a 22 million people. So I think it is doable, and I think government is doing its best. But sometimes government also has some constraint and some resources crunch also, that we could understand. But I think certainly, and the government is trying its best also to meet the SDG goal also here. Yes, thank you. Yes, anyone? One questions we can take more last if somebody has. Otherwise we can close. One more, yes.
Once again, I'm Father David in Wagaba, Director Lunta TV. I'm interested on how you have quickly moved the economy in India. Certainly, if we talk about the economy of Malawi, India has a huge contribution in the businesses and in the forex side. What would you advise Malawi as a government on how to tackle this issue of forex, noting that India and Indian community in Malawi has a huge share in this market. Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you that first, you are very lucky that you have a very good finance minister. By the way, he is, himself is a very renowned economist also, because I am very much impressed by Excellency Mr. Joseph Mwan Meokha's very in-depth knowledge to fix the economic problem which country has been going through it. So if you look at that, what was the economic situation before election or before this Prime President Peter Mutharika government? Now you can look at that. Okay, situation has improved, at least in 8 months. So this is the government is making sincere efforts, but there is no magic wand. So you can fix the problem in just in a magic way. It takes time because, and by the way, now we are talking here and we are speaking. Your finance minister is in India, so and he had a discussion with the Indian business community also, and he had a discussion with the Indian ministers also on the trade and economic related issues also. So yesterday he landed and he met my two ministers yesterday, and today also he had a discussion with the Indian investors, potential Indian investors, to attract more investment to Malawi. So I think is, of course, he is making his best efforts, and I think is certainly, and we are seeing some result. At least myself has noticed that when I joined here in August, that time situation was little different, but now his situation is more comfortable and more better, and hopefully it would be going to better and better. This is the thing. And one question you have asked, the India. So India, you know what India has done. So India, I can tell you that in 2014 or 15, India's economy was a $2.1 trillion economy. And we were, I think, around 9th or 10th economy in the world that time. But now we are the 4th largest economy. And in last 1 decade, our economy has doubled the size. So now our economic size is $4.16 trillion. So look at the 2014 or 2015, we were at 2.1. Now in 2026, we are at 4.16 trillion. So, and now we have surpassed Japan also. Now we are 4th largest economy, and we would be soon becoming the 3rd largest economy also after United States and China. So we would be soon taking over Germany also. So how it has happened? Government has taken a series of, economic reforms. Earlier we had every state has a different tax system. Now government has made a one nation, one tax. So it is called a GST, Goods and Service Tax. So there is a easy transport and services. So you need not to worry about every state you cross, like suppose you cross Lilongwe, then you enter into some Blantyre, then there is a different tax regime, then there will be a checkpoint, So in India, whole country has become a free trade zone. No tax, only one tax, one nation, one tax. So for the easy, fast moving goods, fast moving services, so it helps a lot also country. And for businessmen also try to understand one tax, it is easy, rather than more and more complicated tax. Then government also made a sincere efforts to have the ease of doing business. So now you need not to just approach in person to the bureaucracy. It is everything online. I have given you a very small example. Okay, the ASA healthcare worker, every data she is uploading on the tablet. So anybody sitting in the wherever, he or she can just monitor that what is going on in a particular X or Y village. So that I think is India has made a very great technological development. And then again, this is a financial inclusion. So in India, because I served in Europe also before coming to Malawi, even in Europe, very few people, they are transacting through the online. Some people, they have a master or credit cards, master and visa. but not everyone. So many times people, they using the cash. Whether you are going to grocery shop, they are giving a cash. But in India, if you really want to buy a like 100 rupees things or 5 rupees, so you have a just scan and Phone Pay, Google Pay, like UPI. So everybody is comfortable in making the transaction through the online payment gateway. So that confidence has completely given to the consumer that my money is safe. So that has been a game changer in Indian economy. So economy has become a formal. If you are having a more and more transaction in a cash, that is not good. Then you can avoid the tax also. Then government also doesn't know that how much person is earning something. So if you are doing everything online, then it is a completely formal economy. So financial inclusion, peoples are also just, so that India has made a very great progress, and which we are again just pushing this to a next level also. That is why just we are expecting that we would be soon becoming the third largest economy in maximum in next 2 years, you can say that, by 2029. So this is the scale, and it is a very good story also for the other global South partner countries. If they really want to just take a example how India has made really very big significant progress in last 1 decade or 1.5 decades, it is really very game changer. One example I can tell you that India during the COVID period, we had a COVID vaccination. It was 100% online vaccination, not like offline. So still I can just, I have a CoWIN app. So if really I want to have my access to my what is called COVID vaccination, I can just go into my app and I can find my 2 dosage vaccine which I have taken during the COVID period. Look at. So you need not to carry your digital certificate. Still it is in the app. So it was done in an online way, very transparent way. So how that is, I think, the way where we have to just look at that. We should be using this technology for a better. So this what we have been doing, and that is why just India is there now, and we want to just achieve more and more milestones in coming years. That is why just we are having the Vision 2047, when India would be celebrating its centenary of independence. That time we want to become the developed nation, and that time Indian economy size would be around $30 to $35 trillion. You can just imagine. So it is, we are away, it is 21 years, because now we are in 26 and I am talking about 2047. So 21 years, India's economy would be $4 trillion to $30 trillion or $35 trillion. Look at. So this I think is and it is a completely doable and achievable, because if we have made in last 10 years $2 to $4 trillion, then there is no reason that we cannot make $4 trillion to in next 21 years like a $30 trillion economy, because India has been making a very more than 7% economic growth, even continuously, in spite of the COVID impact. So that is, countries also. So now we can close. Thank you very much, friends, for joining us for this press conference, where I have spoken about the National Family Health Surveys report and our missions upcoming events also. And please just follow our High Commission's social media website page also for update also. We regularly keep posting new developments on our social media, your valuable cooperation also. Thank you very much once again. Giacomo Kwambiri. Yes, okay. This is which TV? Okay. Patrick, your pen. Yes. Okay. So you have used? Okay. Okay. Thank you, David. Nice speaking. Okay. Yes.
Well, this is where now We are winding up the press briefing right here at the High Commission of India. With me is Father David.
zikomo kwambiri zimene atifotokozera apa ndi mene dziko la India likuchitira bwino mu mene likutumikira nzika zawo zokuza za umoyo, anthu sakuvutika kwenikweni, madzi, magetsi ndi zina zotero. Ndipo amanena kuti tikozo kutengapo chitsanzo, ndipo kumapetopeto ayamikira boma la Malawi kuti miyezi 8 yapitayi Minister wa Finance komanso President adziko lino apanga zoteka kusintapo zinthu zina kuti zachuma ziyendeko bwino koposa mene zinalili mbuyo.
Ndinatsatira ndipo nzomwezi zimene mwafotokoza, koma chidwi changa tsopano chimabwera kuti atitu ali ndi ma activities ndiotana amene mwatsatira pang'ono chabe.
Anenapo activity imene kubwera pa 1 July imene akhale akulandira anthu kuti ena akuchokera ku India amene akhale ndi entertainment, culture entertainment ku hotel, is it Riverside Hotel, ndipo Malawi onse ngolandiridwa. Komanso anena kuti pazakala mkomaliro pa 25 July ndipo Malawi onse ngolandiridwa, koma inapo ndinachitapo mantha pang'ono. Ndinachitapo mantha pang'ono pamene ndinadzafusafuso kodi pali ndondomeko yoti anthu alowere mkomaliroyi, ati nzaulere ndati ndiye kudzadza chifukwa kuti aloweko. Ine apo zandipasa mantha pang'ono ndingoyimira pamenepo.
Pa 1 July nzika za dziko lino zikuyitanidwa kuzochitika zanzathu aku India. Pang'ono tseka tsopano natolapo atatsegula scholarship mwazitsatira bwanji?
Anenapo ma scholarships angapo akuti pano atumiza anthu 30, panali ma scholarship 30 pa kategori ina. Pali makategori angapo amene onse sinate kuloweza onse, koma ena ndi za technology, ena ndi za ku ame, koma kuti ndofunitsitsa kuti anthu titagwiritsa ntchito mwayi umenewo kuwafikira kupita pa website awo a High Commission ya India kuti tigwiritse ntchito mwayi umenewo. Zinandikutsa pang'ono kuna kuti ankafuna anthu 150 kuti alipire ndalama yonse kuti akaphunzire ku India, koma anthu osanapezeke. Ine ndimati nchifukwa cha nchifukwa anthu ambiri sakukwanitsa kulipira ndalama kuti apeze education koma izi nzaulere. Zonse boma la India kupereka. Ndiye ndikuti mwina Malawi mwawindu umenewu tiyeni ku website ya Indian High Commission kuti tuone myayi imene akupereka. Mwina ukozokhala iweyo kuti upindule. Ma office ndi awawa ali apa mu area 9 paja. Uzokufika nkufusa kuti kodi ndingapange bwanji kuti ndipindule pa zinthuzi.
Ife likapezeka tsiku lina ku India ndino limodzi. Setse moyo umene ukutitsa uponya komanso pa 1 July tikakhale nawo kumambo wasakala chawo. Tokoze kwambiri Father David amene wandithu pamene akusuntha pamene pandithu ndiye kuti titseke sopano kuchoka kuno ku area 9 kumene ndithu ndi kuma office kuchokera ku India. Tikamayankhula choncho ndiye kuti apapa posachedwa apa tikhala ndithu tikulowera ma program ena tintokoze nzathu Gideon Kachala amene wajambula chinaiti chonse kuti inu ndine timve komanso kutsatira mwayindu umenewu. Ngati mukufuna maphunziro chitseko chatsekuka ingoyesetsani kuti mutsatire matsamba awo onse kapena kubwera ku area 9 kumene mukhoza kumva tsatanetsatane. Ine ndine Moses Magawa, pitirizani kuonera mapulogalamu otsatira pompano pa Luntha TV. Mwakoma nonse.